All right, guys, so we are on our final set of cards out of this blaster box. So let's get into it. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see if we can finally pull a Hulk. Man, these things are so... These are not an easy pack to open. And for some reason, my packs... Oh, these aren't sticking, so let's pull the last three. Moving forward. And here's where we're at. Ex Nihilo. Not sure who that is. Mr. Nat Negative. That is kind of a neat card. Archini. Madame Hydra. One thing about these cards, they are throwing things out there that you don't see, that are not... Why these cards stick so bad? Silent Man, and then we are moving up one more. Lyra. Yeah, these cards are showing things that you don't see every day. They're not your MCU villains and heroes. Some of these are, but Emma Frost. And we got the black. Oh, that's a U.S. agent. Okay, so U.S. agent is not Captain America. That is still a pretty cool card. Would have rather had Captain America on the black. And Carnage. Here we go. On the FX, the Flip FX. That's a nice card. That is definitely... Okay, so we're off to a good start. Still no Hulk, but our inserts, non-base, we're pretty good on that one. Let's move on to the next one. Namor. Okay, I definitely like the Namor. I think I liked that illustration better. But this guy really, they need to bring him into the MCU. I didn't realize just how strong he was until you watch the zombies of Marvel. Pretty cool. Well, I like that. Justin Hammer. You know, our morally gray guy there. Frankie Ray. Not sure who that is. Protus on our red insert, and Cannonball on our red. A Point in Time. That might be, is that our first Point in Time? Black Panther completes his quest for the heart-shaped herb. Point in Time. Black Spectra. And Jessica Jones. Take a Jessica Jones. I liked her series in Foreigner. Okay, all right, so I feel like we're getting kind of screwed on our Hawks here. I don't know why we are not pulling Hulk. Okay, let's pull, because I forgot the last one. Let's pull these 3 back ones. Moonstar. Hope Summers. Blackout. You know, this gives you an idea of just what Marvel can, what they can pull from their roster to make their movies. The MCU, I think, is very big. Mr. Fantastic. That's a good card. You know, and I love DC. I love Superman. I love Batman. The problem with DC is they just, you get 3 or 4 movies and then they feel like they have to reboot the whole system, the whole thing. They refuse to keep with the same people. You know, so that's the problem I have with DC. And I don't know if you guys have seen the new Superman movie. I loved it. It was an awesome movie, but you know, they did Henry Cavill for what, 2 or 3 movies, and then they moved on again. Same with Batman. They constantly do that. They were building up the Justice League. They completely scrapped it. Just, I don't know why you would do that. Put all that money into it and then just decide, okay, we're going to go a different direction. Let's reboot again. Green Goblin. Mystique on the red. And Speed on the red. We got one more. We got another illustration board. I still think these are pretty cool, but this is not Nightshade. This is still not as good as that Namor. But I still take a Nightshade. Still. All right, on to the next pack here. Let's see if we can get our Hulk. We are down to our last 2 packs for Hulk. Debating if I'm going to get any more of these cards. I did get them at I think I paid $30 for them. So for a hobby box, that's pretty good. If I can get another box of them, I will. If I can get them at that price, because I'm pretty sure that's cheaper than they were when they come out. Kang. Impossible Man. Zola. Yeah, some of these, there's so many in here in the Marvel roster. I don't even know who they are. Oh, and I didn't move those. Okay, so we're going to move the back 3 forward. We got Star. I'm not confused with Starlight from The Boys, but that outfit's kind of pretty close. Kate Bishop. Cardinal. Back to Zula. And then Jean Grey in our red. We got a blue one of Komoda. We got, what do we get here? Thor Corps. Thor Corp. Team Formation card. Number 7 of Team Formation. Nice card. It's got the God Butcher in there. Nice card. All right, last pack. I just don't think they're going to give us a Hulk. The only Hulk I think they're going to give us is what's on the front of these game cards. All right, let's move the back 3. Oh, we got some. I have something in there. Yeah, might have something in there. Summoner. Arkelos. Oh, we got Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man 2099. I'd rather get just a Spider-Man, but we'll take that. I'm actually going to put him in here, even though he's base. Kaling Wing. Ulick. Griffin. And a red refractor of, oh my goodness. Didn't we just get him? Pretty sure, I think he was a red pretty sure he was on the red as well. Still, that is a pretty cool card. Pepper Potts on the blue in the Iron Man suit. And what do we got here? Some type of refractor. Constructor. On the rainbow. Well, that is still a nice card. All right, guys, give me a second here. I'm gonna go through these and I will show you what we got, guys. So on our reds, what did we get? 3, 6, we got 7, and US Agent was on the red. We also got him on the black, which is pretty good. I would say US Agent is my favorite, but Mystique is probably the most, well, Jean Grey too. So that was probably, we got the most on the red. Blue seemed to be a little less. We get 2 blues with Pepper Potts and Komodo, with Pepper Potts kind of being the winner on those. She's in her Iron Man suit. Very cool. And then again on the black, we got US Agent, which cannot be, you can't, he's not Captain America, so you don't want to think that that's who that is. On our rainbow, we got the Constructor. Like these rainbow cards. And then on the FX, flipped FX, we got Carnage. That is a very cool card. Can't go wrong on getting a Carnage. We got 2, well, they're different. We got a Point of Time and a team formation of Thor Corps. Okay, and then we have our only illustration of Nightshade. Do like the illustrations. So that is what we got out of those. And ultimately, our out of the boxes of the 3 videos, our hits were both Wolverines. I mean, seriously, if you're gonna get hits that are high number, Wolverine is probably a good one to get. You know, we got the FX90, the flipped FX Blue, 124 of 125. And we got a, let's put him right up here. The Orange Rainbow Bridge, 192 of 199. Wolverine. Though it had a little bit of damage down here. That's the only damage I seen. But yeah, so those were our hits out of the actual box. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.